Hello guys, this is me Aiden and welcome back to another video. Today it is my end of year hand dryers video 2023. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through everything that I've happened since January till now. So some of you guys probably like, well, haven't you already done it? Yes, but that is my 1 year of hand dryers. I've been on my hand dryers page for over a year now. I can't believe what's changed on all the dryers I've seen so far. We're going to start off with the most riskiest hand dryers I have filmed so far. Well, it turns out I've got two of those in stock. First of all, I am going to start off with the hand dryers at Manchester Museum. I have not seen some of these hand dryers before. I have seen some of them, especially the one on the first floor. We could start from there and work our way down. So the dryer on the first floor is a PHS World Dryer Model A. It's just one toilet on that top floor. That dryer is quite powerful and dries my hands well, and the air was warm. I've not seen a World Dryer Model A in a long time, and it is in white. That's the only dryer that's on the top floor. There's only one toilet which makes it hot, which isn't that bad. But on the ground floor, I had no. In the wheelchair toilet, we have a PHS Airstream Whisper. Now, I'm gonna get you guys this clear. There's no offense. Now, this is my opinion, so don't disrespect it. Out of the new PHS Airstream, so not the World Drive, the PHS Airstream Pure Vitesse and Whisper, I'm taking the Whisper's probably the best for me. It's quieter. And sure, sure the case is really bad, but I don't care. But it's just I don't know. Anyways, on the ground floor, it's like a unisex toilet. There's just one toilet. There's a disabled toilet and a wheelchair toilet. They've all got PHS Airstream Whispers. The PHS Airstream Whispers are reasonably powerful and dries my hands reasonably well, but the air was a bit cold. The unisex toilet only has 4 of these, and I managed to get them all. However, it's extremely busy. There's no way I cannot film it without getting caught. However, and on the lower ground floor, we have in the disabled toilet on the lower ground floor, we have a Ventaxia power dry, non-automatic, but it wasn't working. And then it's just disabled the baby change in there. And then we found, and then according to. And then in the other baby change, I don't know why there's 2 of them. There's a Warner Howard World Dry Model A. It's similar to the PHS one, although the air is still warm. It's in chrome. That's the difference. The gents toilet and the main toilets, I mean, have Dyson Airblade ABO6 or Mark IIs. These dryers were very powerful and dries my hands very well, and the air was warm. That is. And that now I managed to film the lower ground floor gents toilet without getting caught with no one in there, and it was a bit busy on the lower ground floor. The lady toilets I know also has Mark IIs because I could see them, but I didn't film them because it was really busy. The other place that I had the most riskiest place, the second place was this is a hard one, but the most riskiest place was actually the indoor market at Arcade Shopping Centre. And there are some changes to the dryers over there, so I'm not going to go through too much. There's just World Dryer Smart Dryers in there mainly. But I'm not going to go into too much detail. I'll come into detail at the end when we go to the hand dryer replacements, because that's where it changed a lot. It's really busy. It's quite busy, especially around December, because it was Christmas time. So yeah, those are my riskiest hand dryer film images I found. Now I'm gonna go on to the worst hand dryers of the year. This one was extremely hard to. This is a very hard choice to make, but the worst dryer. I've got my top. I have 3. I've picked 3 dryers out of the hand dryers. There is a lot, but only 3 of them have tied to be it. So at the number 3 spot, we have the Blue Dry Eco Dry. Now, I don't dislike the Blue Dry Eco Dry is what it is now. However, they are just extremely loud. And while the air is warm, it's too powerful. And a very powerful. And according to ZLG hand dryers, a very powerful hand dryer is not a very good thing. So, I don't dislike it as much now, but I just hate it. At number 2, we have the Warner. We have the Levant, the Zinda Levant, not the GSQ-91, not the Levant Tempestan or the Hurricane, but we have, the one that is at. I'll show you what it looks like. So yeah, the Levant hand dryer. This is the Levant dryer I am talking about. This is the Levant dryer that I'm talking about. That is at my number 2 spot. I don't dislike this dryer as much as what I did before, but it's not very powerful and doesn't dry my hands very well, but the air is warm, so that's why I gave it an advantage. My number 1 spot, my number 1 spot is going to the PHS Airstream Vitesse. The PHS Airstream Vitesse. When I stumbled across these at Gorton Market near Tesco Extra in Gorton, I found one of the men's and the ladies. The market, by the way, wasn't that busy. The toilet, the market itself was busy, but the toilets weren't. It's quite powerful, but it's not my type. The plastic is horrific, and it has the worst motors I've ever found. I'm sure I could give the number 1 spot to some of the other dryers, but those are my decisions, and my decisions are final around here. So we're gonna go on to my best hand dryers of the year. We have 2 of them. My first one is going to the World-Dry Smart Dry. Well, before at Hollywood Bowl, before all of them were replaced, they were very powerful and dried my hands very well, and the air was warm. The PHS ones did have a bit of cold air. The other one is going to the. I'm going to be kind to the other Levant Hurricane hand dryers. Do you know the Zinda Heiko Hurricane hand dryers? So, their brand is Levant. They're not the best, but I'm going to put them up there because, well, I don't dislike them, but they're just not my type. But I'm actually going to give it to the Air Dry Classic. And the Air Dry Classic, I don't dislike it, but it's not my type. So the Air Dry Classic is reasonably powerful. It does dry my hands reasonably well, and the air is warm. So it's okay. Now we're going to move on to the hand dryers that have been replaced or removed. And this is where I'm going to go back to. Remember earlier I told you guys about the indoor market on my riskiest ones? Well, I'm going to tell you guys now that some of the dryers have been replaced. The dryers in the gents' toilet back in May of 2022 when I last went there. In the gents' toilet, I remembered a PHS and the Warner Howard World-Dry Smart Dry in the gents' toilet. However, when I went back up there, I found out that the Warner Howard the Warner Howard Smart Dry has been removed. The PHS one still remains, and it's still the same as last time. As for the disabled toilet that is next to the gents' toilet also used to have a smart dry, a PHS one. That's been replaced with an ATC Tiger Eco hand dryer. The other dryers have remained. I'm not sure about the ladies, and I don't remember the ladies at all. However, I'm going to tell you guys that as for the dryers over at Hollywood Bowl, all the smart dryers that used to be there, including the disabled and the last one in the gents' toilet, they've been replaced with ATC Tiger Ecos during a refurbishment that I stumbled across. I was really upset when I found it. And tomorrow, you might get surprised, but New Year's Day, I'm actually going to back up to Hollywood Bowl. So don't be, because it is open. Yes, it is open. It is. All the dryers are now replaced with ATC Tiger Ecos, and I'm really sad that they removed them since the dryers have been there for many years. Right, the last bit I'm going to talk about is some other information. So I know some of you guys probably like. Now I know you guys probably have seen why my voice and my audio is way bad on the phone that you're seeing. That's because I'm going to start with this. That is because my phone is my Samsung A14 that I now use to film dryers. It's just it's just not in the good quality. That's why you're seeing it. That's why you're hearing my voice. I'm using the S9 as you see me recording this. I am using my S9. I could use my other phone I could use my A14 to film this video, but I cannot because my A14 doesn't have screen recorder, so I'm sorry about that. The next information I'm going to go through is my subscribers. My subscribers have been growing for the past couple of years. We're at 500 subscribers. We're going to 1,000. I'm expecting 1,000 by the end of 2024 or during 2024. Do you guys think we should do that? If you're not subscribed, subscribe today because my hand drawers are really good. Sure, I film a lot. I don't upload too much because I'm really busy. But hey, you know. And what else? I think I don't have much to say now because I went through pretty much all the drawers I've really got. Oh, and one more. Oh wait, there's one I forgot to mention. Back in May 2023, I received a Woldry PHS Airstream, the Woldry PHS Airstream. So the one that's made by Woldry, not PHS. That's the one I've got. I haven't tested it yet, and I also have another. Now I didn't know. No offense, but and before I got that, and the Love Bay, which is Brandon's Love Ant Supreme in my room, which I filmed before. That's not. I've got a PHS Airstream, but it doesn't have pure Vitesse or Whisper. But it does have the line that has. But it does have the red to blue light, like what's on the Vitesse and Whisper. However, it doesn't have that thing, so I'm not sure why I would do. So I'm not sure why I got that. It's not been installed yet, but I'm going to find out a way. And with that said, this concludes my end of year hand drawers video 2023. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.